All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Part 5, Episode 35.
We had quite a wacky episode 34.
Polnareff is in a tortoise!
Yeah.
And I can't believe I'm saying that in not a joking way. I'm like actually excited about Polnareff being inside a tortoise.
Because, damn it, this Frenchman... It is impossible for him to die. He is too lucky, and now he'll live on for another 150 years or whatever as a tortoise.
Yeah.
Unless
what
this all gets undone.
With Bucciarati inside Diavolo's body, using sticky fingers to separate Silver Chariot Requiem from the stand arrow. Yes, undoing potentially the body swap.
Which would, I believe, kill Polnareff. Unless there's some rule where it's permanent now because one of the bodies is dead. Who knows? That could
and it could be really bad for Bruno because he's going back to his body which was on the outs.
Yep. And Doppio is almost definitely the one in the body right now. Which I'm curious to see what happens then when he goes back into Diavolo's body, given that Diavolo's had the body transformation to not look like Doppio.
Right. We still have to figure out also what is the state of whoever or whatever is in Bucciarati's body. Because that has not been actually gotten into yet or resolved. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It might just be because the body is done. It just doesn't have anything in it because of whatever Giorno's stand did, particularly to help stave off death and revive Bucciarati. So,
and that would be hilarious if Polnareff is like, wait, what did you do? That should be impossible.
But this is the situation we're in. Mista and Trish have switched. Giorno and Narancia have switched.
It's hilarious.
It's ridiculous.
If Diavolo switches back, he would be right next to the stand arrow, which could be really bad.
Yeah. So, JoJo's, without further ado, let's get into it. Yikes. Yep. Okay. So,
alright, so what happens here?
Alright, we're caught up. Okay. Haname Nisae. Ganki Ohirugaisu Gangstar.
So, but what if this was a way that Doppio could be free from the boss? Like...
Yeah, I guess we'll see. 感情をかき消す rage 悪魔に進むこと仕方いいから報復とは終末か秘める女はかかってあなたを進めて挑むもの Stay gold そうさ目には目を裏切りをものにはレクイエモ Wow, wow. Here we go.
Yeah, that's right. All right. Oh, boy.
You forgot about this?
I forgot about it. I was all ready to go into Zetsubo, but...
Yeah. Well, that part of the OP gets skipped. Zetsubo Gatamaneku Sekai Tachimukau Don't care Jinado iranai Satarada Horobiru Toki Iranori mo hirateru Hell no Hajimeru ni no Golden Wind.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh!
Alright.
Alright.
Yeah, the fact that this segment is named after Polnareff's stand here, hopefully that means that Polnareff's stand will still sort of save the day.
Okay. So the body swap hasn't happened yet. Indeed. Indeed.
And none of them know the importance of that name.
矢の力で暴走し、チャリオッツレクイエムとなっている。
But
Okay. But it's okay.
but
It's
since
okay.
Bruno is in Diavolo's body,
Yep. Uh-huh.
今俺の肉体の方に入っているのは
奴ならまだ目覚めてねえぜ。ぶっ倒れたままだ。
okay.
Okay.
ミスタか
無事で嬉しいぜ。
Yeah. This is awesome.
レクイエムが起きるぞ。矢の使い方はすでに知っている。その矢を制すれば全ては終わる。
Oh!
What?
Wait.
Whoa.
フィンガース
Whoa.
Wait.
Sticky Fingers is not helping here.
Or is it that maybe Doppio was swapped but Diavolo's still in there?
No, I think Silver Chariot Requiem is interfering with Sticky Fingers.
Oh no.
横の柱だミスター避けろ
Oh crap!
Oh shit.
Nice.
Alright.
Oh my gosh! Jeez! So it's causing all the stands to go a bit berserk.
拾われるぞ。矢を拾われちまうぞ。
Whoa.
Alright.
Jeez.
暴走したレクイエムは私の心の底の意志を受け継いで守るスタンドになっている。
Okay.
この世の誰にも渡すことを許さぬため。
Gotcha.
Gotcha, yeah. Yeah.
矢は
Wow.
支配するパワーを持ってその一端
Wake up Diavolo and have him go after the arrow.
どうするんだよ。
Get him attacked by King Crimson.
パワーアップしている。でもよ。こらやめろ。
Oh, man.
Gosh. So
wow.
what can they do? Only stands can attack stands, you know? Like, Oh.
ディアボロまさか矢の追跡は後だミスター撃て奴を何してる奴を射殺するのだ
But, yeah.
Yeah, I saw this coming. Yeah.
奴を動けないようにするんだ。そういうことですよね。ブジラティ。
Oh, man. And he's in Bucciolati's zombie body, like...
Oh, and he would have not even, like, seen those bullets coming. Like,
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
like,
Yep.
やった。
imagine if they actually defeated the boss this way.
Don't celebrate early, though.
I know, there's
like,
no way it's gonna work entirely,
We've
but...
still got 4 more episodes after
Right,
this.
yeah.
熱々のピッツァも食いて。
Oh, no.
薪で焼いた。
No.
Oh, crap.
No,
yeah.
don't take our boy from us.
Yeah. Yeah, they're doing the...
No.
Yeah.
フーゴのやつに会えたら。
Come on. Come on.
No, not Narantia. Please, no.
だけど。
Oh my god, this is so on the nose. Just have everyone do it, then it'll be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
あんたは最後まで守り抜くぜ。
What a good boy.
両足にも打ち込め
Right.
Yeah.
弾丸はおめえの方だ。全部くれ。
Yeah, give me my
内
bullets.
側に入ってる。
Oh. Skipped!
早く弾丸をくれ。
Oh, shit.
ミスター。
Oh, crap.
Shit.
It's
Oh,
already...
no.
飛んだぞ。今。
Crap.
What
No.
happened? What
Oh,
happened?
no.
弾丸が転がっているのに落ちた音一つしなかった。
リッシュ、もう一発落とせ。俺の手のひらから弾丸を。早く落とせよ。床に落っこ
Okay, we're testing it. We're testing it.
4はダメなんだ。
Oh, I can't handle the number 4!
Wow.
I thought this was gonna be a test.
実は本当にディアボロなのか。
Yeah.
トリッシュ、僕たちが目覚めた時、
Oh!
ボスの存在を全く感じ。
Wait!
What if it is Diavolo still in the body and Doppio was swapped and he's doing it from... Oh my god.
答えはわからないが、 今時が消し飛んだ
Oh shit.
What are we missing?
キングクリムゾンを操るディアボロではないのは確かだ
I think it's just that only one personality was swapped.
どうなった
Yeah.
他に近づく者はいないか
Come on! No! 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 Crap! Oh my gosh! No! No!
What?
Come on!
No! No!
お前邪魔だそこどいてくれこんなことが絶対にありえん
周りを見張れミスター周囲を見張るのだ
No!
Crap!
No, come
Oh
on!
my gosh!
デッキーフィンガー
Oh my gosh!
傷から早く鉄が
There's no way.
おいやったぞ気がついたぞ
No way.
No. No, come on.
You can't.
No.
You can't do this.
空洞だ貫かれた傷は完璧に僕のゴールドエクスペリエンスが直した
Oh.
すでにいないんだ
Just like that.
Come on.
どこにも空っぽなんだ魂は
But
出しまった
and he was probably only killed because he looks like Giorno.
体を行き来できるくらいすでに
Wow.
なんだ
And then Giorno returns. Yeah. Oh. Oh, he was so precious.
But-
he was so just. It was so sudden.
あまりにも
Yeah.
けなさ
Seriously. Fugo, are you kidding me?
Oh no.
Oh, it's like he felt it. Like,
Uh-huh. Yep.
oh. And Bacchio.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this little. It's like his plane, you know. I respect the quiet
silent?
transition. Yeah. Yeah.
We just had a
Let's
silly
solve
episode
this.
previously.
Let's solve this.
二人
Mm-hmm.
小僧とディアボロまさか二人いるのか肉体は一つなのに精神は二つ
All right, Polnar F.
Wait, so did Diavolo get swapped with two different people then?
この肉体に今入っているのは私が出会った小僧だ小僧
Wow.
同一人物であり違った精神なんだレクイエムの能力は奴の魂を肉体から引きずり出した一つは小僧の方はブチャラティの肉体と入れ替わったがしかし偶然なのかどこかの誰かの肉体に入ってしまったのだ
何
Okay, we got to think about this because there has to be some kind of a clue as to where
後では次第に
the boss is. Then
ているだからどこに潜んでいるの
I don't think it makes sense that it would be someone far away.
ディアボロ
So
追跡して
potentially inside Diavolo's body as well with
ためだ
Bucciarati. That could be
レ
it
ーダーを叩いたのだ
or something
し
else.
ているということを見分けさせないために
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
どっちみちキングクリムゾンを倒すには奴よりも早く矢を追跡しどういう方法かでと
Jeez, but how? How? We can't fight it with stands. What are you thinking, Giorno? What are you thinking?
君はここに
Oh.
もう誰も君をこれ以上傷つけたりしないようにだが君を
Oh.
まず故郷に連れて帰る
Beautiful. Beautiful. Love it.
See, there are characters where it's like they're the perfect characters to kill off, where they hurt the right amount, you know?
Yeah.
Narantia was one of those ones where, no, you don't kill him off.
Yeah. What?
God.
What? What?
Wait.
Okay, so that was King Crimson.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. But see, here's the thing. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's not the boss. Oh!
どうかしたミスター。
いやなんでもねえぜ近づいてきたからボス警官だ
Wait, she or
shot him.
He shot him through the cheek
Shot him,
and then
yeah.
put the handcuff through the bullet hole. That is,
Okay.
man.
God, the art for this is so cool.
こうちらりとも見ていない。生物といえばそのようでもあるが、黒いプラスチックのようであると言われれば、そのよう
Yeah.
にも見える。
So only using stands or going after the arrow.
Wait a minute. Why was you able to trip this? Oh, it's corporeal.
にも触れてみ
Oh,
right.
okay, that's good. I was going to say, otherwise, there's no.
Yep.
Ugh. Oh. Nice, nice.
ダメだ近寄らせないスタンドだ
The stand arrow is just like, oh, you're approaching me.
Yeah.
なあレクイエムはスタンド使いには矢を拾わせないだがスタンド使いじゃない
Oh.
Okay.
Tortoise time. Ha ha!
All right.
His Requiem is independent now.
ことで
Uh huh.
しがみつく魂すでにスタンド使いではないから
Oh!
All right.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
貫けお前のスタンドをこの
Crap!
Wow.
Oh my gosh!
Go.
Hurry!
Wait.
Well,
Oh my god.
everything's slowed down to like, you know, like moment by moment, you know, actions in combat, you know?
Iraqi, there are deaths that are okay and there are deaths that aren't.
Like,
Naranchi is one of the ones that aren't okay.
yeah, yeah. He was one of the ones that hesitated the most about joining the group, and yet also was one of the ones that like leapt on once he realized, you know, that
Like-
they were going to be doing this.
Like, this
So-
is worse than Iggy for me. Like,
Yeah. 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 Again, to me, what really hurts about this also is that it's again something where it was so sudden
Uh-huh.
and so abrupt
Yep.
that I like couldn't see it coming. I couldn't like feel like the moment of him realizing his death and everything. It was just a blip.
Yep.
And in some ways, that's the disturbing thing about King Crimson.
Uh-huh.
Like as a stand, is it just basically goes, no, that moment,
Yep.
it's my moment now, erased. Now, here's the thing: we saw King Crimson.
We did.
We saw the head specifically, like, just kind of like there in the shadows, and it's just like, oh, okay. So they're moving in the wrong direction. The boss is there, but the
Right.
thing is, there's no people there. There's
Well,
nothing for him
Maybe
to
the
switch
person
with.
was in the shadows and that was just,
But that
hiding
does-
them so we don't know their identity.
That doesn't make sense, though. Diablo rises. Oh crap. Well, sudden little bits of wonderful, wholesome flashbacks, and yeah.
Look
Yeah,
at what
just-
they did to my boy.
Yeah.
They massacred my
They
beautiful
massacred
boy.
my beautiful boy, yep.
I
Like I get how terrifying the boss is. Like,
yeah.
but this was a cold,
This is a dick punch.
ruthless dick punch. Yeah,
Yeah.
seriously.
I can't remember the last time a character death bothered me this much, because usually, so
It kind of rips you out of the show in a little bit.
oh yeah,
in a voice,
yeah, because okay,
God.
I've seen a lot of character deaths,
Oh,
right?
yeah, me
you know,
too.
and I've gotten to the point where with a lot of character deaths, it'll hurt, but I'll be able to appreciate what it does for the narrative and things like
Right.
that, right?
This one was just mean.
This one was just mean. Like because yes, it definitely does have its effect in the narrative and everything.
Totally.
Like that. But because it was for one of the most precious characters in the show, and it happened just like that, you know, and they don't even really have time to grieve, like off screen and everything, right? Like
that's just cruel.
That's cruel.
Yeah.
And the thing is that, well, one, it works really well here because we're at the end of the part, right? There's only, 4 more episodes left after this.
Right.
But it's good that there's only 4 more episodes left after this, because if there were more, it wouldn't be the same without Narancia.
Yeah.
It really wouldn't be.
Yeah.
Like Abakio, yes, it makes sense and it's really sad, but the show can kind of still go on, right?
Well, right, but also his character went on a little bit of a journey in his final moments in the episode.
Right.
So it was something powerful in the midst of his death.
Yep.
This was something that was a even colder version of Kakyoin's death.
Yeah.
In that it was just sudden, brutal, and there's no mercy to it at all. It kind of reminds me a lot of like what happened with Vanilla Ice in part 3.
Yeah, I feel like it's very similar. But
just
in
more
specifically, more sudden, and specifically in the case of Narancia, like of the characters in part 5, I think he was my favorite because Bruno, I love Bruno, and he would be like the close second for me.
Sure,
but there was something about Narancia because of the whole idea of like the found family and everything in this part, you know, and Bruno sort of bringing them all together.
Yeah,
Narancia really felt like the most sort of like weird oddball that had found a place to belong because he was the most like a kid, even though he wasn't the youngest, you know, even though Seifugo was younger than him, he was the one who was most sort of in need of a home, right?
That's true.
And he'd found it. He'd found it. And you know, so much so to the point that when he thought it was going to leave, even though he was, you know, he was scared and he couldn't go with them, and then he jumps into the water and swims after them. Please take me with you.
That moment still like hurts me. It hurts me.
Araki, what the fuck? Like that's like
that was the moment he died right there for the story. Like he was. He gave his life for the family, and he didn't even he doesn't even know if it's gonna mean something. Like it's just over.
That was it.
It was cold.
He's gone.
I have to, now that I'm thinking about it, now take the other approach, which is I'm going to applaud Araki for coldly doing it, and I'm sure being like, yeah, this hurts me actually a lot more than it hurts you guys, because he's like,
oh man,
here we go, and drawing out. We're not even drawing because it was just we suddenly see Giorno, and
at the very least, even though it kind of was that little bit of anticipation to make it hurt more, you know, but having Narancia talk about all that hopeful stuff and everything was at least a little bit of a
salve,
well, a salve, but a warning of this is coming, and it's like no. I'm sorry, you know, like that right before Narancia gets killed.
It is kind of that moment where you basically fail your saving throw, and you're like, what was that saving throw for? And then the DM starts waxing in flavor text, and is like, you start thinking about all those times that you spent with Fugo, and then you're like, no, and we freaking know the style of way that JoJo's likes to have its deaths happen, but this one was at least beyond, I would say, what we expected in terms of actual moments with Narancia. Now, we did get that little beautiful moment with the soul kind of exchange, kind of going back with regards to Giorno, going back into his own body after he had healed it.
And Fugo being like, you know, turning and, you know, noticing that something was off, you know?
Yes.
But like,
but I liked the merging of the voices. That was really cool.
And that was a good way to also showcase that Narancia really is gone.
Yeah.
You know, Giorno's, his soul was able to go back because there was nothing there.
Yeah, I'm going to listen to this part again because I believe it was Narancia's voice as well.
Yeah, there was a part of me where I was like, wait a
Giorno's.
minute. Giorno sounds kind of like Narancia.
I believe it's Narancia and Giorno's voice together. However, it does also sound more like Giorno than Narancia.
Right.
Yeah. It could be just 2 instances of his voice.
Maybe, yeah.
But it's... No, I can hear Narancia in there a little bit, yeah. But our precious boy.
But the thing is, like because doing a dick punch like this, right?
Yeah.
You gotta be careful. Because you gotta make sure that the audience understands that you understand what a dick punch this is, especially for one as cold and brutal as this.
Yeah.
So, the fact that there was that little warning and that little bit of like,
get ready.
I know this is gonna hurt, kind of a thing. Like it hurts me more than it hurts you, kind of a deal. Even though that doesn't fix, that doesn't make it go away.
Right.
But because if that hadn't happened and all of a sudden just Narancia was dead, I would have been pissed.
Yeah.
And I'm still upset that this happened.
Yeah.
But it at least helps me understand that it wasn't something callous done by the writer just because why not, right?
Right. Like he rolled the die and he was like, well,
it makes sense. Narancia is the one that can do the scouting. Yeah. So with a stand for hit and runs like King Crimson, of course he would go after Narancia.
Yeah, this is a serious problem, though, with regards to the encounter, though, because that means that the boss observed, deduced, and acted upon the information that took them a while to figure out, which means that when the swap happened, the boss was watching this and trying to figure out what's going on.
Well,
but here's the problem. We still don't know. There's no one accounted for that should give room for the boss to be even around. So I have a theory, but I'm kind of waiting on it as I'm kind of stewing on it a little bit.
One of the things that I was kind of wondering about that seemed a bit off to me is when they were talking about, okay, this person's, they were telling Bucciolati basically, I'm in this person's body, you're in this person's body, and that makes sense because they're, catching him up.
Right.
But I believe that was in that hallway sort of area where King Crimson looked out of the shadows. So I get the feeling that was the point where all of a sudden Diavolo's like, thank you. I now know who to go after.
Right. Yeah.
And it also works too, because one of the things that I was wondering, I was like, okay, they're focusing on Silver Chariot Requiem, right? Great, makes sense. But in the OP, we saw Giorno going to stab himself with the stand arrow.
Yeah.
How's that work? Right? Because, the swap would need to be undone before then, which, okay, that makes sense. Then you have Diavolo actually in the Diavolo body, right? But how's that work? Because Narancia's in Giorno's body right now. Well, not anymore. Not anymore. And that way you can have something like, say, Polnareff being permanently stuck in the tortoise, if Araki wanted to do that. Because I think that's amazing, and I think that it's almost too good to pass up to have that happen,
Yeah. Of all the permanent consequences to have, it's one that doesn't need to be fixed because it has no impact directly on this story.
Right.
But it allows for some really cool potential stuff in the future.
Yes.
Especially since we've seen, people like Jotaro,
Right. Yeah, as far as like Araki being like, I'm making more and more parts, but Joseph was a prime example where I wasn't able to keep him around forever. I really kept him around as long as I could.
Yeah, I did not have the heart to kill him though, so
that is true. And then in this situation, okay, what do I do with my lucky Frenchman that just can't die, right? I'll put him in a tortoise. Right. There you go. That way he can be around for as long as I want.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, but I gotta say, like, I almost have a cold response a little bit to this thing that happened with Narancia, because I very much was in kind of battle mode. Like, we're constantly at threat, but then there was also this levity that was brought within the previous episode.
Which was just
so
mean.
It kind of lulled me into this sense of false security.
Yeah.
This false sense of security. Then, when this happened, it was just so like, well, okay.
And it wasn't something silly like, oh, yeah, they don't realize, oh, no, if you're in Diavolo's body, then suddenly time does its thing and someone dies.
But I need to know, because this is my theory. If we're starting to unravel a little bit of what stands are and what they're capable of, and what kind of development a stand can have within the power dynamics, and they answered in this episode, how the hell do we even deal with Silver Chariot Requiem? Well, what do you know? It's a corporeal stand. So physical beings can see it and interact with it and, physically like trip it.
Right.
Okay. If that's the case, do stands have the capacity? Like all stands have the capacity to become physical beings? Or is it something more related to, once they've encountered the unlimited power within a stand arrow? Because my theory, and I find it rather interesting that we only showed King Crimson in the shadows there, is that there's a possibility then that King Crimson is now a corporeal stand with the mind or soul or whatever
of Diavolo. Which would be rather fitting. And one of the other things that it would also do is it ties in a bit with the whole idea of Giorno saying, like, the body is an empty shell, you know? Like,
right.
So who's to say that it... And also, that would be kind of interesting. What if King Crimson was out of Diavolo when it happened?
Right.
Would that then be considered the closest entity, potentially?
Sure. Yeah, that could be the issue, is that there was nothing else to switch into.
Right,
except King
Diavolo... Well, and Diavolo went into King Crimson, but because King Crimson doesn't have a soul or whatever, because it's a stand, nothing went into Diavolo's body along with... Bucciarati or whatever. I don't know.
Thematically, it fits. Power dynamics-wise, I don't understand it. There's a couple things within kind of the aspect of King Crimson that feels like it works. For one, there's that whole aspect of there being the additional head on the forehead of King Crimson, which kind of has that 2-in-1 kind of thing with regards to the fact that there's a split personality.
But does it have some aspect of, like, the stand itself being abnormal or whatever?
Right, exactly. That's something where we're going to have to just wait and see.
And they did say that it was, they did have... Araki had the characters come to a conclusion, with figuring out the double personality thing, which is great, right?
Yeah.
And also being like, oh, there was probably someone else nearby and he went into another body, so... Until we get something that says otherwise, that's probably what it is.
Right.
But
there was literally no one else. There's literally no one else.
Well, I mean, there were all the people, but yeah.
No, but none of them were in the Colosseum.
Right. You would think that they would all be far enough away that it would have been like one of the other JoBros or something.
Well, right. But I think, if anything, if JoJo's has done anything, is that they set up very legitimate clues about this in prior stuff. Remember when we got totally debated by the boat switch? Way back when in part 5? Remember the boat within the boat and all that?
Oh, yeah.
That was genius. It was set up. We didn't see it because we weren't paying attention at that part there, but it was cleverly set up. I think the biggest hint that they've set up here is that all the people that swapped outside, like the dog and the owner and then the baby and the mom, they were right next to each other, really close. It was no one swapping over a large distance there.
Right.
So unless they go with the theory that we had prior, that there's someone that has multiple personalities within them, basically someone got Diavolo in addition to being swapped with someone else, which I don't think they're going to do here.
Right.
Because Bucciarati has now acted very consistently and seriously with...
Right.
And the stand cannot leave the body of its, owner, because it's a melee power type, strong stand, so short range. So,
and what we've established with Diavolo is that if there's any personality transition, that it takes some time to occur.
Sure.
It's not something where like Diavolo could just use King Crimson from like being like the not currently active personality transition and then do it. Like, it doesn't work that way. So
that's, if anything, his one weakness is that
exactly.
His mind is split. But depending on how this happened, he might now be of one mind. But maybe in another layer of this, he's now only of half a mind, is a way to look at it. So he's actually much more, riled up and wild and less predictable and less, wise with regards to how it, like, how this whole thing will go. Just
I don't know.
But
I gotta say, Araki, 1, 2, having the main villain now go through multiple different transformations as far as their identity and things like that. Like, we got the stuff with Kira before, right? And that was great.
That was really good.
But in this situation here, we already have Doppio, right?
Yeah.
So there's plenty of chaos and things that need to be figured out and solved, and bizarreness and stuff there, right? Then there's the body swapping. Great. But now he's in a completely different body that we haven't seen before. There's only 4 episodes left, and they're not even working on dealing with the boss right now. They're working on dealing with Silver Chariot Requiem and Polnareff in the Tortoise, which, again, amazing.
Yes!
And trying to then pick up the stand arrow so that someone else can stab their stand with it before Silver Chariot Requiem gets it back.
Right.
All right.
I'm excited for this.
Man.
I am excited for this. My one thing that might add any bit of credence to my theory from before is that if the boss had access through the organization, a stand arrow. Was there already a point in the past where he stabbed himself or his stand with a stand arrow?
I think the main 2 reasons we have for that not happening is that he didn't know about it. Like, that's why the whole thing with Polnareff is important.
Yeah.
And then that he was so reclusive and so secretive that he wouldn't have wanted to go near whoever had the stand arrow at the time, right?
I feel yeah.
But
although, as we had a lot of people bringing up stuff in previous things, we know about how responsible he is with regards to things in the previous parts because of him, selling the
to Enya and
Enya.
Right. Yeah.
But this is a good classic Joe Bros mystery fight puzzle that we have to solve here.
Yep. And there's 4 episodes left to solve it, which means it can go all kinds of loopy ways before it finally resolves. And the fact that Narantia is dead means that a lot of other people could die too, because Araki clearly doesn't have any problems just killing people off.
Right.
Oh boy.
The next person that I would say, who I thought was the next person already on the list, is Bucciarati.
Oh, right.
Because he's
already kind of been killed.
It's just stacked up even more, is that he's in the boss's body right now.
Maybe that'll actually afford him some modicum of protection.
Because
the boss won't want to attack his body right now.
Right, for now. But, well, what happens...
Yep.
So, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us and the community there about this show, about anime in general. You can also talk with Jacob about the sci-fi novel that he wrote.
Yeah, so I wrote a sci-fi novel called Battle Lines. It's on Amazon. If you're interested, link in the description down below.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.